Hi, it's Deborah Roth back again after a long hiatus, just busy life here at Spirited Musings, and just in time for this really powerful full moon in Sagittarius. Sun is in Gemini, and we're right smack in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. So I thought it would be fun to play with that paradox a little bit. And I really invite you, because I always forget to do this at the end of these videos, to take a look at my website, spiritedliving.com, or join me on Facebook, Spirited Living with Deborah Roth. And I would be delighted to share some more little tidbits with you. I try not to make these more than 4 or 5 minutes, but I'm often not too successful. So the Sag full moon, and it's really kind of the paradoxical piece about this is that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is the great beatific, the ancients called Jupiter. It's the planet of expansion. And Mercury retrograde, during Mercury retrogrades, even people that don't know much about astrology hear about Mercury retrograde, is very much about people tend to, kind of tighten up and contract because it's a time. Mercury is the planet ruled by Gemini, so the sun's in Gemini. Or Mercury rules Gemini, and that's where the sun is this month. And it can lead to transportation issues, communication issues. I urge people not to get crazy about it, but it seems to be something everybody, whenever anything goes wrong, people are asking, is it a Mercury retrograde? The positive way to use a Mercury retrograde is to, I always think of it in terms of the re words, to review, release, reorganize, reconfigure, renew, research. It's basically a good thing to do during a Mercury retrograde is to daydream and do a little bit of introspection. Probably not great things to do are to start new projects. Now, the paradox of that with Sag is that Sagittarius is about expanding, and it's about optimism and, having a bigger perspective and moving on. So from a symbolic standpoint, from a ritual standpoint, which is what I love to do with these little spirited musing clips, just to give you some suggestions for ways that you can hold those two energies together. Remembering, as I said, not a great time to take actual concrete actions, but use that renewing, releasing, reorganizing energy to set you up this month and figure out your new path. Sag really urges us to be truth teachers and speakers, and to travel to distant places, whether it's in our minds and our hearts, or whether it's actually a trip. But because of Mercury's way of playing around with transportation during this time, if you can, if you can put off any big new plans that come out of your full moon work, your full moon ritual work, not a bad idea. So one of the things that I realized I've never shared here that I love to use in terms of releasing things, and because Sagittarius is a fire sign, is something, before I do this, I should probably show it to you. It's a little piece of paper that I've actually cut down from a larger piece. It looks like tissue paper. It's something called flash paper, which you can get at any magician store. You write what you want to release on it, where you want to, get rid of something, which is a good thing to do during Mercury retrograde. And you put it on something flat. I have to light a match, put it on something flat, and then this is so cool. Watch what happens. And it disappears. There is nothing left. So if you're looking to begin the releasing process so that you can figure out what your expanded new perspective of the world, your new adventure, Sag is about adventure that you want to set off on, then try using some flash paper. You can get it online, or you can get it at a magician store to really embody the Mercury retrograde energy. And then I'm just going to show you, I won't show you how I put it together. This, now, it's probably politically incorrect to call this little thing a hobo's bag, but it's got the stick. It's a little bag, and it's got all kinds of goodies in it, including a compass, which I often use for Sagittarius-related moons. And the compass you can write on what your new direction, what your expanded Sag direction might be, what new adventure, now that you've released something, what's the next thing that you want to do? How do you want to step out of your comfort zone, out of your safe space? It's got a compass in there. It's got an acorn that's kind of fallen apart, and to represent planting seeds to grow into something bigger. I think it's got some coins in there. So think about the things that you want to bring on your journey that you are going to manifest and review and think about this month during the Mercury retrograde. And then when it's over in another couple weeks, I'm sorry, June 26th, I think. Check a calendar. Um, Start on your new intention that you've set for this Sag full moon. Enjoy the process, and please do go to my website, spiritedliving.com, and email and let me know what you come up with. I love to hear people's stories. Bye for now.